Yo, first off, man, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to all the people who've been reaching out and showing love, support, respect for my family. I appreciate that. It don't go unnoticed. Thank you to Steve and Jackson. Thank you to Minister Farrakhan. Thank you to the entire Nation of Islam. Thank you to my sister Hannah, my brother Clay, my brother KP, my brother Bear. Thank you to Director Deion Taylor. Thank you to Ronnie Jordan and the Ha Ha Mafia. Man, thank you to anybody like this. Like, bruh, so I'm being attacked by the enemy. And they using my weakness. You know what I'm saying? The weakness is social media. You know, somebody attack you on social media, it removes your ability to respond back to it, because that only fans the flames and makes it, you know, but it is still an attack, okay? And this is not the first time that I've been attacked in this manner and couldn't say anything, couldn't do anything. And I just watched everybody sit and didn't say nothing. Thank you to Brother Kalanji. I reposted, you know, his comments. And so thank you to the Water Boys. I appreciate y'all. So the hurt don't come from the enemy. You expect the enemy to attack. The hurt don't come from the enemy. The words of the enemy don't hurt me. The silence of the people that I've supported for 20 years, when they ain't got nothing, the silence of the community, like the way the community, or to watch the community participate, laugh, like, share, and have nothing to say on behalf of a family that has been there to support whatever was right, whatever cause was just and righteous. For over 20 years, we've been there. And just to watch nobody had nothing to say for someone who ain't did nothing for nobody but shuck and jive, that's hurtful. It was hurtful. And I understand I'm a person who's strong, and I understand that I'm a leader, I understand that I'm a celebrity, I understand heavy is the head of he who wears the crown. I do understand that. I understand that most times people don't even understand. They don't even know when I need support. They can't see it with their eyes. I get that. But now I'm telling you, my hands being held behind my back. I'm in the middle of the street about to get kicked in the face. My family being threatened. Our children being threatened. What are the people who I've been standing up for 20 years gonna do on our behalf? I'm not calling for violence, because that's not necessary. I don't think we can hurt anybody. I don't think we can hurt this person physically as much as life has already hurt them, and will continue to hurt them, because the energy you put out is the energy you will receive. Man, I just want to see the community at large stand up in opposition of this council. This is a council. This is not entertainment. This is not comedy. This is council, okay? And for somebody to say they're gonna shoot my son in the throat like Trayvon Martin, to even let them play with the family, the names of the family of little bro Trayvon Martin, to even let that go down, the community should be outraged. So I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna sit back and see what the community gonna do on behalf of my family, because my family has always been there for the community.
Yo, what's good? This is your boy Flash God for Sky Vision TV. I appreciate y'all for checking in. So I wanted to go ahead and play the video prior to giving my commentary so you can make your own conclusion. So I'm gonna go ahead and speak on it. T.I. started the video basically thanking people that I guess reached out last night after his meltdown on social media. We all saw it. We all commented on it. We all gave our commentary on it. It was a bad look. Universally, everybody said, it's a bad look, T.I. You're not looking good in the streets right now. You looking very emotional right now. And that's a side that we really hadn't seen in T.I. I'd never seen him act like that. But somebody did comment, he said, it's a different thing when they messing with your family. And that's true. I've always heard people say, never say what you won't do. Never say what won't happen. When your family's involved, you might do some things that you probably didn't expect yourself to do. So I think that this got him out of character completely. T.I. started the video off thanking Stephen Jackson, Louis Farrakhan, the Nation of Islam. In his video yesterday, he said that he was upset because certain organizations and certain people that he had supported for the last 20 years did not step up and stand up for him. And when I watched that video yesterday, I was wondering to myself, who's he talking about? Like, who exactly is he referring to? What organization, what people that he supported for 20 years didn't stand up for him, or did he expect to stand up for him? So I said, is he talking about hip hop? Is he talking about black people? Is he talking about social media? Is he talking about vloggers? You know, I wasn't sure exactly who he was talking about when he was talking about this community that he expected to stand up and say something for him and his family. So it was kind of perplexing to me how vague he was in his communication. I think it was more or less because he was in his feelings. He was upset, he was mad, and when you're mad, your words don't come out correctly. So I think that's part of it. I've always heard that when you're emotional, do not text anybody. Do not get on Instagram live, because you're gonna end up saying things that either don't make sense or you're just gonna say the wrong thing altogether. So yeah, it wasn't a good look, but he tried to come back today and clear a little bit of that stuff up, but it was still a vague communication in this video. He said he felt like he was attacked by the enemy, and he said it feels like the enemy is weaponizing social media against me and my family. So then I thought about exactly who's he speaking of when he says the enemy. Is he talking about Charleston White? Like, is that the enemy that is weaponizing social media against you? Charleston White don't have that kind of power. He's just a comedian. He's just a guy that gets on social media every day and says the craziest thing he can think of so he can get people to look at him. You know, is he the enemy that you're referring to? Or is there something bigger going on that we don't know about? Is somebody really trying to blackball you out the industry? Did you cross the wrong person? Did you say the wrong thing? Did you tell the wrong person no? Like, Charleston White is not strong enough to make all of us turn against you. That's not what this is. If there's any enemy, it's your son, because he's the catalyst for all of this. You know, the situation that happened with Charleston White and King, he got the police called on him because he was threatening Charleston White outside that club. Like, that's actually what happened. He was acting like an ass. And Charleston White was going to call the cops on him because he tell you what he's going to do if you act up with him. He going to snitch on you. He going to call the cops on you. He got pepper spray. He'll shoot you. He crazy. He will do all of that stuff. So I guess King saw him and thought he was a joke or a clown or something and wanted to mess with him. So this is where all this started from. Yeah, he called the cops on him. Now, where this got ugly is when King got on Instagram Live and said, basically, you banned from Atlanta. If we see you in Atlanta, me and my friends, we gonna beat you. That's a threat. That's a threat. You can't do that. You can't get on social media and threaten people like that. But he's a little unconscious. Maybe nobody told him that. Maybe he learned it from somewhere. Maybe he thought he could talk to people in that way. You can't, because some people come back at you with that same energy. So then Charleston White came out with his next video, and he basically told the boy, if you put your hand on me, I'm gonna shoot you like Trayvon Martin. He's just responding to what King is doing. So if T.I. wants this to go away, he needs to sit his son down and say, don't say nothing else. Let him disappear. Because every time you say something, he's going to respond. And for T.I., every time you say something, he's going to respond. One thing that I did notice about the video is he never said Charleston White's name. He did refer to things that Charleston White said, but he never said his name. It sounds like his PR people told him, let this go. You're not going to win this. You can't put on your T.I. image and act like that and throw out threats and say things like that and think this guy just gonna act like nothing's happening. No, he gonna threaten you. He gonna come right back at you with another threat. He gonna go on somebody's podcast and clown you. He gonna record your conversations and put it out to the public. This is the kind of guy Charleston White is. Charleston White is something about his energy. I do think he the police. He talk like him. So at the end of the video, T.I. summed it up by saying that he needed the community to stand up and be outraged because Charleston White used Trayvon Martin's name in a derogatory way. So he's trying to get hip hop to cancel Charleston White. He thinks that Charleston White stands for everything that hip hop is against. And he's right. The street codes, these principles that they follow in the street, Charleston White don't care about that stuff. And he'll get on Instagram and podcasts and tell you what he gonna do. And he gonna make you mad because you say, that go against everything I know. Why do people like Charleston White? Because even in the midst of all the crazy stuff he says, he speaks the truth also. He doesn't just talk crazy. He says a lot of things that make a lot of sense, at the same time. So he's a funny guy. He's a polarizing character. He is entertaining. But I think what T.I.'s starting to realize is he's a real threat also if you give him any attention. And T.I.'s giving him too much energy at this point. Okay, it's been 3 days. My prediction was this little beef would last about a week or two. Well, it's going on day 3. T.I. looks like he's about to wave the white flag at this point. Charleston White's about to go on a podcast tour. Just talk about T.I. because everybody wants to hear about it. And he's funny. It's not just that he's funny. He is very disrespectful. Like some of the things that he's saying about T.I.'s son, T.I. should want to fight him. You don't say that kind of stuff when there ain't no cameras around. He's literally going on podcasts clowning his son. I mean, some of the things he's saying is hilarious, man. Like literally, it really is. Call him a yellow freak. That's crazy. Like putting that out into the internet, putting that out into social media, and now people calling him a yellow freak. He making your son a laughingstock. But the thing about your son is he's a grown man. You should have never jumped in this. He's not 13 years old. He's not 12 years old. He's over 18 years old, and he making bad decisions. If you keep jumping in and saving him every time he makes a bad decision, so he can't feel the repercussions of his actions, so he can't ever feel the consequences of his actions, he'll never learn. Best thing T.I. could do is fall back, but not only fall back, tell your son to shut the fuck up. Tell your son to stay off Instagram Live. Tell your son not to talk about nobody. Stop getting into shit. Stop bringing stuff to the house. You making us all look bad. Because until he stops, people are going to keep looking at you sideways, T.I. And you're going to continue wondering why nobody is supporting you and your family. So, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and leave it off. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead, hit the like button, hit that subscribe. You know what it is. Hey, thanks again. This has been Sky Vision TV, and we out.